Okay, so domain controller is powered on. Please do check. And what about the DDC? Okay, log into DDC and launch the studio. Okay, before studio, just click on start. Click on the start menu. You will get storefront at the top. Click on storefront. So we will configure the storefront server first. Wait for it. It will take a while to launch. In the meantime, check your hypervisor. Click yes, because it is taking time. It will always take some time. Check the hypervisor. Okay, so after this class, what you have to do, you have to configure your desktop as a bare metal hypervisor, and I will let you know how to connect that bare metal hypervisor to your laptop, and it will be quite easier and it will be very fast for you to recreate the entire infra. Okay,
Yes, sir.
because right now what we are doing, we are creating hypervisor on hypervisor, means we are creating type 1 hypervisor on type 2 hypervisor. That is the only reason for slowness. Okay, cancel that snap in part. Now maximize this. So here, what we have to do, we have to create a new storefront, right? So just click on create a new deployment. So that is our base URL actually. Why DDC? Because we have installed storefront server on DDC only, right? So that is fine. So if you have configured your DDC on a different server, so you will get a different host name here. Okay, so click on next. Go to your hypervisor. I'm getting some, strange message over there actually. Welcome to the emergency mode after login in type channel community with the system log mode. Please reboot it. There is something wrong with this. Power it off and boot it again. Click on power off or restart cache. Power on again. Wait for it. Now go back to the DDC. We will continue with the deployment of storefront. Wait for it. It will take some time. Why? Because it is making some changes in web server IIS role. That is in internet services. That is IIS services. Minimize this and check for any pop-up in backend at back screen. Okay, only single window is there. Wait for it. Go to the hypervisor and check. Are we getting the same message? Okay, perfect. Okay. So now this is the thing, like, from your right hand side, it is the end user, and end user having laptop and desktop, right? In that particular laptop, what user has to do, user must have to open a web browser. On that web browser, user must have to enter some website or URL to reach out the store, which is located on your left hand side, right? And on the end user device, one application is mandatory, which is Citrix receiver, right? Simply click on next. This is how it works, right? Now it is asking to enter the storefront name. You can enter any location where your office is located. It's totally up to you. Simply click on next. So at the screen, when I was explaining the functionality, how storefront works, there was the icon called PNA agent. No one asked me what is that. Did anyone have any idea what is PNA agent? What was the option? What was that icon? So for your information only, for laptop and desktop, we guys are using Citrix Workspace, right? But to configure the storefront for mobile devices or iPhone devices or Android or any other operating system, we have to configure one application which is known as PNA agent. So with the help of that particular agent, user will be able to access the resources on their personal mobile, tablets, and any other operating system which is different from laptop or desktop. So that is how we utilize PNA agent. So now what we have to do, we have to add delivery controller here. Click on add, enter, click on add again, enter the address which is ddc.yourdomain.com. Click OK. Now it is asking for the transport type, right? So far we do not have any SSL certificate to route our traffic to HTTPS. So we will select the HTTP. Click on HTTP. Port number for HTTP is 80 by default. Simply click on OK. Click on next. We do not want any remote access to be enabled for security perspective because we are not using any VPN tunnel for now. Simply click on next. So now it is asking for the authentication method. So authentication method for now, it will be username and password from Active Directory. Also, we can use smart cards. We can use the the one-time kind of password, like those authenticators type. So we can configure those options as well. But for now, we are going to use username and password. Simply click on next. So these are the URLs for storefront. Simply click on create. So now in some time it will create one store for you and you will get one URL that you can provide to your end user. So now just connect to your Gen Center. Do right click on IT01 and power it on. Click on the console. Wait for it. This might be due to high CPU utilization. So wait for it. In the meantime, go back to the DDC and check storefront is created or not. Okay. Check the utilization of CPU. It should be 100% now, what I can assume. Yes. Okay, close this. Go back to the Gen Center. Okay, now it is getting powered on. Why it is reaching for the network boot for F12? Click on force reboot. Okay, it is a little bit slow. Go back to the DDC and check. I think storefront is consuming the CPU right now. Yes. Okay, after this you can restart your that IT01 machine. So basically Solonas is there just because of hardware, but in production you will never get such kind of Solonas. You will get very high configured hardware over there. Okay, so this is for your learning perspective only. Perfect. Storage created now. Just click on the test site. You will get some URL here. Close this pop-up. Copy that URL, not this one. Yeah, copy that URL. Close this because JavaScript is not available in Internet Explorer. So just paste that URL in your physical machine, Google Chrome. Click on detect Citrix Workspace app. Not. Click on already installed. Open that pop-up. Open that pop-up. Yeah. So this is your store and this is for your end user. Okay. So now what you have to do, you have to enter the username. Just type domain/user ds. So basically this is end user side activity that we are doing, how end user access their resources. Click on log on, and after that you will get all the resources what we have published for this user, right? Click on the desktop or application. Click on the application first. So what we published for this user, notepad and remote desktop connection. Go to the desktop. What we published, one desktop, and you named it as a dimple, right? So before launching the desktop, just do cross verify the machine status. Is it powered on or not? Otherwise, you will get some, okay, it is powering on, wait for it, or stuck. Even I'm not sure. Okay, it is powering on. So although you do not have to manually power on machine every time, whenever user clicks on that particular icon, it will automatically like power on, and automatically user will get access to the virtual machine. So why I asked you to manually power on this machine is that because it will take a while. In our case, not while, up to 2 to 5 minutes actually. So that is the only reason why I asked you to power on this machine in advance. Perfect. Now minimize this, go back to your Google Chrome and just click on dimple, the desktop icon twice. Just double click on it.
Not working, sir. Double click.
Okay, refresh this window. Refresh this. Now double click. Wait for it. It will download some ISO file or it can automatically launch the session. I think we have installed the latest version of Citrix Workspace, so it will launch your session. So that's what users doing from their laptop and desktop. So in a similar way, like if you are working, like if you are accessing machines, just open. So in a similar way, if you are accessing your virtual machines from Google Cloud or from the AWS or from any other vendor who is providing the virtual machines, right? So the backend infra is same that what we have created over the web browser. What we guys are doing, we are just clicking on the icons and we are getting access to the virtual machines, right? So permit use to access your devices. So here you have got your desktop, what we have published for this user, right? So this is how Citrix works. So this is a last activity and this is for end users only, not for the everyone, right? So wait for it. Our machine is slow. That is the only reason why we are facing slowness. Click on cancel this pop-up for now. Okay, anyway, just minimize this screen, minimize this and try to launch application only. Click on app and open notepad, double click on it, open it. And if user want to use any application only, in that way user will get access to applications only, right? Just check, do not ask me again and again. Check this box, permit use. So now you will get notepad open, right? From your personal device. You can assume this as your personal device, your physical machine. And what you are doing, you are accessing your data center resources from your personal machine. Means right now you are acting as a end user, right? Not as a data center administrator. So what we did, we have created the entire lab. We have tested our resources, how it works. So it is almost completed from my side for Citrix for L1. Okay. Now we have some topics, remember, like how to set up the Citrix policies and other stuff, that I will let you know separately, or I will schedule a session for those topics as well. Okay, so now coming to the Citrix director. So basically, as I told you, Citrix director is a tool for troubleshooting perspective, right? So click on, go to the DDC, click on the start, finish this, click on the start, close this. We do not require this anymore. Click on the Citrix folder and click on the director. So basically, director is a tool. With the help of Citrix director, you can easily uh, analyze the things what is going on, and you can easily analyze the user session, what users are doing, and which user is logged in, right? So first, log into your director, enter the domain admin, that is DS, enter the password. No, you do not have to enter domain here, just enter username, password, and domain. Click on login. So now, just suppose in real scenario, just uncheck that box, continue prompt me. Yeah, continue prompt, close this. So this is a Citrix director, right? So just suppose you are working as a Citrix administrator, right? And you got a call from user like, I am accessing my resources, my applications are not working, or any process got stuck, those kind of issues. So what you have to do, first you have to search that user. So click on the search tab on your right hand side. What you have to do, you have to enter the username. So here enter user, that is DS, because DS user is logged in. Click on it and you will get in some time what users are doing. So as you can see here, users right now, this user running two applications which are server managers. Click on the processes. So here, whatever the process are running for that particular user, you will get all those process listed here. So in a similar way, just click on the applications. So just suppose right now it is showing server manager, so you can assume it like, it is Outlook for now. So user is reporting like my Outlook is not working. So what you have to do, you have to select that process, just click on server manager and click on end application at the top. Click the second server manager as well, and it. So what you have done, you have killed the not responding processes, right? So now go to the desktop, what we have launched here below. So as you can see here, server manager is gone now, right? So in a similar way, this is for a means, this is just an example like Outlook not working or any other thing is not working, right? So sometimes you will get a scenario like, user is unable to log in, or user will get option like, another session is going on. So for the same, go back to the director. What you can do, you can log off the session from here. Just click on log off. That's it. Now go back to, I think your session is gone, right? The Citrix session. Now that user is not connected right now. So just go to the Google Chrome and your session is killed and terminated by Citrix administrator. Now just relaunch desktop again. Click on the desktop. Click on the desktop. So this is a basic kind of troubleshooting. You will learn multiple things whenever you work in real time. Open it. So this is just for an example, right? So now again go to the director. So here now click on the dashboard at the center of your screen, top top center. Click on the dashboard. So here on your dashboard you will get multiple things like the failed session or unregistered machines or the maximum load, those kind of stat you will get here, right? And now so far we do not have any failed session. Just click on the licensing status, what you are getting in red at the top of your screen. Licensing status. Yes. So here we are getting some error for licensing status. Why? Because uh, we do not have any valid license from Citrix. We are just using a trial license, right? So that is the only reason why we are getting this pop-up. So what you have to do, you have to monitor all those flags as a Citrix administrator. In production, license will be there, right? And just scroll down little bit. So into the infrastructure part, what you are getting, so far we are having one hypervisor, which is Gen Server 01, which is live and status is no alert. In the same way, we are having only one delivery controller, which is online, no alert, connected. Everything is connected, right? Database is connected. So on the services, we have no alert. License server is also connected, right? So, but in production, you will get hundreds of delivery controller into the list and you will get hundreds of hypervisors into the lists, right? So you have to monitor all those things here. Now go to the application part. So whatever the failure or applications like whatever we are doing, what we have configured like storefront teachability, like our storefront is reachable for everyone. There is no failure. Authentication is fine. Enumeration is also fine. ICA file we have downloaded. We have launched the application, right? So if something is not working here, you will get red flag for those particular things. So far we are good, like everything is green. Just scroll down again. So you can see the application analytics, like what we opened earlier. Like we have opened two applications only, notepad and remote desktop connection. So we are getting the results here. Like into the application fault we have zero fault, no error. So if someone is launching any application and application is not uh, launching for that particular user, so for those kind of logs, like if someone is reporting he's unable to launch the application or application is getting failed again and again, so you will get application failure errors and logs here in this screen, right? So you can analyze or you will get some error code like what is going on. Now go to the analytics part. From the top only go to the analytics. So from here you can create some like a customized report, what data you want, but this is for a reporting perspective only, not for you right now. We will cover up all those stuff for L2 kind of things. Okay, so now click on the trend. Let me explore you trend as well. Trends. So into the trends, you can pull out the report, like you can export the report from here. Just click on the delivery group. Into the drop down menu. So so far we are having only one delivery group, which is IT department. So if you want to pull out the report, just select all for now. You can also select the time period, like last 2 hours, last 7 days, last 1 year, whatever it is. Okay, just click on the export on your right hand side. Whatever, okay, we do not have any PDF, nothing. You can name it anything, custom report, whatever you can do you mind. Just click on export. So report, you will get a report. It will take several minutes to download, but okay. I think we do not have any PDF here, so we will not be able to see. Okay, you can try this after this session. Okay, so in a similar way, just click on the failures on your left hand side, top left hand side, just below, just below India. So whatever the failure sessions details, you can export report from here. Click on the logon performance. Logon performance report you can see from here. Like you have just click on the resource utilization, the fourth or fifth one, fifth or sixth one, resource utilization, right? So from here you will be able to see like whatever the CPU, memory, and disk or network utilization kind of reports you can pull from here. Okay, so that you can explore by your own, because these are the basic terms. I'm just explaining you how to uh, export the reports. So now close the Citrix director. So now quickly go to the delivery controller. Okay, we are into a delivery controller now. Just open Studio. Why? Because we have created two virtual machines, right? And we have published only single machine only, right? So now we will publish another machine as well for another user. So now go to your domain controller first and create some user, test user, whatever do you want, create one user. Do not copy, we do not want administrator, just create one standard user. Because admin rights is required for IT persons only, not for the standard users. Click on next, finish. Now go to the DDC first. We have 6 minutes remaining only. Let's see if we can cover up in 6 minutes. Otherwise, I will share new session. Okay, it is taking some time. So similarly, what you have to do, you have to create another delivery group, right? And again, you have to restrict that IT02 machine for this user that you have created just right now, right?
Yes, sir.
Wait for it. So do I think you have UPS with you right now? Means your desktop is connected to UPS or it is running on raw power?
No, sir, it's running on raw power.
Uh-huh. Because if you have some UPS, so in that case, I will ask you to please do not power it off. Because you know what I'm doing for my desktop, it's always run 24/7 into 365. Always, I have connected. Okay, go to the delivery group first. Create a delivery group. Wait for it, it's loading actually. Click on next. We have one machine available. Click on next. Restrict this for that Sani user, what you have created, Sani or Sini, whatever it is. Just select this. Okay, click on next. Add applications from start menu. Again, it will take a time. Go to hypervisor and check which machine it is putting right now. It should be IT02 this time. Yes. Click on IT02, click on console. Okay. So I'm sharing one more invite. It will take more than 3 or 4 minutes. Okay. I'm terminating the call.